All right, Darren Dumble. Welcome.
How are you? Long day, I'm sure.
Oh.
Okay. This is probably just a personal experience rather than a general overview of the whole safer streets thing. I ride 26 kilometres a day from Opawa out to Burnside to work. 13 kilometres each way. Average 3 days a week. The reasons I ride is so I can stay healthy, so I don't drop dead, and keep, good for me and good for my family because I'm the sole income earner in our family. Obviously to get work, support my family, to save me money. I spend very little on petrol, and the other bit I put electricity into our EV, so I'm happy about that, and to help the environment. So I'm really enjoying the upgrades to the roads to provide the cycling infrastructure for Christchurch. I ride regularly down Antigua Street, love the segregated lanes. I can ride all the way to Memorial Avenue with cycle lanes, and that's where the network seems to fall down at Memorial Avenue. So that's where I'm going to focus today. I'm certainly not a shrinking violet. I served 20 years in the army, so I'm not scared of things, and I ride motorcycles, so I'm not scared of dying at high speeds either. That's just something that's just par for the course, really. I'm an engineer for air traffic control, so we're a very safe organisation, so safety is our number one priority. But honestly, the worst part of my daily commute is the Memorial Avenue area from Burnside High to Roydvale Avenue, which is on 12% of my daily ride, which is a reasonable percentage that I consider I'm putting my life at risk by riding on that road. So the concentration, this is the area that we're talking about here. I made an online submission, so it was pretty sort of brief, but this is the summary of it. This is the single lane section of Memorial Avenue from Fendleton Road up to Burnside High, and it's the bit that's been given the most intensive treatment for traffic calming. But ironically, it's actually the safest part for cyclists. It's a lovely wide section of road. It's not dual laned. It's got a nice painted median in the middle, and there's plenty of space for cyclists to ride. I've never had a problem riding along that area, even when trucks and buses and everything go past. And it's quite a nice little section of road there. I feel perfectly safe riding on that. The problem comes when we get to Burnside High and we get into this dual lane section of Memorial Avenue, and suddenly there's no space. There's no space between parked cars and cars in the left-hand lane. There's no room for cars to move further away from you because you've got a solid median. And really, there's just enough room for two vehicles to pass side by side in this lane. Just yesterday, riding along this section of road, I had someone swing their door out in front of me and a high school student walk straight out in front of me, and I'm riding with full lights and high vis as well, so it's and that was just along that section. Now I note that there has been some speed reducing treatment applied to that now, so it's going from 50 to a variable of 30, and that's great, but that still doesn't give me any space to ride at 30 kilometres an hour. And as of yesterday as well, there's a brand new concrete pedestrian barrier that's been put right in this parking lane on the left-hand side here, which, when there's no cars there, that's actually the perfect opportunity for me to ride safely. Now, there is often cars there, but outside of in school holidays and things like that, it's often quite clear, that area. And so I err on the side of safety and ride in the parking lane. The same goes up past Burnside Park. Here's an example of one of these pedestrian safety barriers that You know, there's no cars anywhere along there. Would have been perfect for me to ride, but there's a pedestrian safety barrier right in the middle of the place. So, and I understand why they're there. I mean, during, you know, sports competitions and everything, people, you know, there's hundreds of kids, you know, pouring out across the road. You know, I understand why they need to be there, but frankly, it's yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous. I've just put together a video of me cycling. I wonder if it'll work.
Your time's nearly up. How long is it?
It's only a few minutes if it'll play.
A few minutes.
Seems to be frozen.
Did you say a few minutes?
Maybe not even that. But anyway, there was a point along here where if you get to look at it outside of this, if you could, you actually have time. There is a point where there's just a bus that's going past me. You know,
Yep.
And that's a lot of vehicle. You know, a few meters, or not even that, a few centimeters from the elbow.
Right. Can see that. Yeah.
So my main question is, if there's a cycle lane marked at the start and the end of this Memorial Avenue part, why isn't there a safe path between there?
Yeah. Thank you very much. Your time's up. And look, that's a point well made. And thank you for the slides. It's really helpful, and we will watch the video.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's quite scary, actually.
Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you.
It is. Thanks, Darren.